That is a mountain of quarter boxes. So far in the year, we have found 9 silver quarters in the first 23 boxes we've hunted. Let's see if we can find some more. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure. Welcome back to the channel. 4 more quarter boxes to hunt on the year. This will now make 27 quarter boxes on the year after we've hunted these 4, and it's going to be Hunt and Fill episode 39. Boxes 167 through 169 for the series. You know we have 76 of the 146 Eaglebacks found, most of them being clad. We need some silver ones, of course. We have an upgrade list here to get some better Eaglebacks if we can find them. And more importantly, I'm hoping to find my 10th silver quarter on the year in these 4 boxes. More would be better. And of course, you know we're going to be looking for any of the varieties and W quarters, as well as proof coins and foreign coins. I've got 4 boxes ahead of me. That's 8,000 quarters we've got to look at. And I've already popped the top of both of these top boxes to make sure they're circulated. They are. And I can see from the holes in the bottom for those 2 boxes, they're also circulated quarters. What's next is to start hunting. And as always, if I have a find, I'll bring in, hopefully I have a find, and I'll just bring you back in with an end of the box recap. All right, let's get to hunting. Well, we're 25 rolls into the very first box of this hunt, and if I recall, these boxes are always tough for me as far as finding good finds. I pulled out a couple of nicer Eaglebacks, a couple of them from the hit list. We'll have to compare those at the end of the hunt. But I bring in because take a look at this edge. Just cracked open this roll, and that is a big gold-looking edge. Now, obviously, I don't expect it to be real gold, but it'd be cool to see what design that is. Could be Mexican, I'm not quite sure. But a big coin, or at least something nonetheless, and I can't get in here. All right, here we go. Man. You know what? It's a 50-cent euro, and it is heavy. Man, it feels heavy. 50-cent euro, 2009. It's a heavy coin. All right, cool find. I've never found a 50 euro cent ever in my hunts, and I'm not quite sure who that is. But you guys can let me know. I'll put it up here on the top of the board as a good find and get back to the hunt. Well, that was a tough first quarter box. Complete skunking as far as W's and silver. We did get the foreign coin, and I looked it up. It's from Belgium. We'll definitely take it. Pretty cool, and it's heavy, almost 8 grams. We got 3 better-looking Eaglebacks. I'm just going to roll up if they don't upgrade. This is not a great 1971P, but I don't get a lot of good older Eaglebacks from Philly, so I always try to hold on when I find them. That's a 72P. Again, not great, but could be an upgrader for our list. I'll compare it. And then we actually had a better 82D, and as you know, 82 and 83s, there was no mint sets, so everything was released into circulation, so it's nice to see good-looking ones when you can find them and hold them for your collection. 1 box down, another box to go. Same bank a week later. And again, these top loading boxes or tall boxes have been tough for me. Hopefully this one is a dandy. I'll be back if I have a find, or be back with an empty box. Roll 32 of box 2 is going to give us a good find. We have no W's yet, haven't found silver, just cracked open this roll. And take a look at that. Almost on the edge, and it has a really slick edge. So hopefully it's an older Washington from the 50s or earlier, or that 63P we still need. First silver quarter in the tall boxes will pay off, and it's the 10th silver quarter on the year, and it does have a mint mark, so we're definitely going to have a mint mark. I think it's a Denver. Let me just double check. Oh, it's a I thought it looked funny. That's why I double checked. So San Francisco minted what year? 1945S. I knew it was older, could tell by the edge, and then yeah, we'll take it. That's an older one, and it might be one we could use in the album. 1945S, slick as all get out, but you know what? It's a silver quarter, 10th on the year, and that's 10 now through 25 boxes. Will there be more? Well, we're on roll 44 of this second box, and I think lightning has struck twice. Take a look at this. Another silver edge. That looks like it's going to be a little bit newer, like the 50s or 60s. Hopefully a 63P, like I said last time. But either way, should be our second silver of this box. All right, sounded silver. It's got a Denver mint mark and some damage. Holy cow. 63D, Won't be using that as an upgrader, but it's nice pulling a second silver quarter. Now 11 on the year through 25 boxes. Silver's in my quarter boxes. Maybe I should go back to dimes. Well, unfortunately, we finished box number 2, the best box of the hunt. 2 silver quarters, which I'm happy about. But oddly enough, no W quarters in the first 2 boxes. And I do average about 1 per box. So hopefully we'll get a couple in the bottom boxes. But can't get mad at 2 silver quarters. 25 boxes hunted on the year. We got 11 silvers, 2 boxes to go for the hunt. I'll cover the top stuff and the other side finds at the end of the video. Let's move on to box number 3 and see if we can find some more goodies inside. Oops, look at that. We got 3 rolls glued to the top of the box. I'm telling you, I've been using a lot of glue in my area lately, and it's pretty comical. Anyway, we'll just get those right back in. Sorry, I had bad camera work for a second. I don't see any silver enders or things like that, but it looks like a heavily circulated and well-circulated quarter box. So maybe some finds could be found. I'll bring it back when I have one. 1 hour later. Well, it's taken us 148 rolls to finally get our first W quarter. And it is a 2020 because it's got the V75 Privy above Liberty and the W mid-mark below In God We Trust on the right. Which design is it? And it's going to be a Marsh Billings Rockefeller W quarter. Finally have a W quarter. And I think what I'll do is I'll go back to all the hunts so far this year and keep track of not only the silvers, but the amount of W's we find, because it's odd that sometimes I go through 5, 6, 7 boxes and not find any. And then sometimes I find 4 or 5 in a box. It's odd, but we got one. Makes me happy. We still have 52 rolls left of the video, so let's get back after them. All right, that's it for box number 3 of the hunt. We have 1 more box to go. 2 silvers, W, a foreign, some nicer eaglebacks, and a couple of chewed up coins. Of course, I'll cover everything in the wrap up at the end of box number 4. We got a W on the board. Be nice to get 1 or 2 more W's or another silver. Let's crack open this top of the box and see what we got staring back at us. Yep, looks like a nice circulated quarter box. Of course, no silver enders looking back at me. And one of my subscribers during my live stream the other night told me they had a box of quarters that had 31 or 32 silvers. I forgot which number it was, but 30 silvers in a box is ridiculous. My best is 5. Hopefully we can find a few more. That'd be nice, but I'm not expecting that. We'll take what we can get. It's been a good hunt so far. I'll be back if and when I have a find in the 4th and final box of the hunt. Well, box number 4 is a complete skunker. Holy cow, no finds at all in that box. No W's, no silvers. But you know what? Still a good 4-box hunt overall. Let me show you what's on the board before we get to the albums. First and foremost, we had 4 really heavily damaged quarters. I'll probably just spend those at the bank or deposit them at the bank and let them deal with them because those might get caught in some machines. A lot of nice eaglebacks in those 4 boxes. I did save the best ones. If I have 60s, 70s, or 80s eaglebacks in pretty nice shape, it's hard for me to send them back into circulation and get beat up even more. So we got 3 from the 60s, 2 65s, and a 66. We got a 1970, 71, 72, 73D, 74, 76 P&D, and 79D. And the 79D is not that great, but the reverse looked really good, so I kept it. Nice deep strike. 3 from the 80s, 82D, 85D, and a nice 88P. Not perfect, but it's on my hit list. So I figured since it's on the hit list, we'll compare it. We got that Belgium coin. We got 1 W quarter. That's it for 4 boxes. And it's a 2020 Marsh Billings Rockefeller. And I think after this hunt, I'll go back to all the videos I've done this year, and I'll keep track of how many silvers and W quarters we have found through the number of boxes hunted. Speaking of silver, we got 2. A 1945S, pretty trashy, but I'm hoping it is an addition to the album, and a beat up 1963D that has some damage. So a couple of ugly quarters, but 2 silver quarters in the hunt, really 2 silver quarters in 1 box. I'll take it. All right, let me compare the finds to the albums. I'll be back with a look at the books and some final thoughts on this 4-box hunt. All right, I have finished comparing today's finds to both albums. Obviously, these are the silver quarters right here. These are the eaglebacks that are from 1963 all the way until the last year they were minted, 1998D. We did have 2 upgrades. I was finally able to knock off the 72p and the 88p on the list. The 72p is down here, pretty nice. And the 88p is right there, pretty nice as well. So just need a better 89. The one in there is respectable, but it does have a little bit of damage on the reverse and some wear. So I'd like to make a better example for the book. So we'll keep that open and see if we can find it. We did get 2 silver quarters. Obviously, the 45S that we found today, I plugged into the album right here, and that means we've now added one. So we have 77 of the 146 now through 170 boxes, and of course, 11 year-to-date silver quarters through 27 boxes on the year. Obviously, since I used the 45 in the book, I got a stand-in ugly 1945 that I'll give to the silver jar. Man, that was a good hunt. We got some upgrades. We got some additions. I would really like to get that 63p and the 89p out of the way with so I can close out that book and we'll just focus on the older book. And like I've said in other episodes, I do not expect to find all these silver quarters in circulation or through Coinstar finds, but we'll keep this going as long as we can because anytime we slot one, it's one closer to filling it up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this 4-box hunt. If you did enjoy the hunt, I would appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching. Two more silver quarters for the 2024 silver jar.